So your lower intestine is mainly there to filter out what's good for you, what's bad for you, and help your body start to break down certain molecules. Now, when you have damaged that, it is inflamed and it also stops doing its job. It's no longer the gatekeeper from what you put in your stomach and how it gets into your body. So, a healthy gut, if you have a cheat day or eat something not so great for you, a healthy gut is just going to handle it and take it over and pass through. So the best example I can come up with this is people who are sensitive to gluten and people who are not sensitive to gluten. When everybody eats gluten and you have a big pasta meal, you are going to feel sluggish, maybe 20 minutes. If you have a healthy gut, about 20 minutes, you're going to feel like full, right? Now, soy sauce and Asian food, it has gluten in it as well. So that's another place where you might feel full, kind of full for a little while, maybe a little discomfort. But after about 20 minutes, you're good. Now, some people that those symptoms last longer. Okay. It may be hours or days after they eat, they have some problems. And then it turns into now something serious is going on. There's pain, stuff is happening that's not supposed to happen. And now we're going to the doctor. So those are the different levels of leaky gut. And essentially, when you put stuff into a unhealthy gut that's inflamed and damaged, everything's going to get into your blood system, the good, the bad, the ugly. And when the ugly gets in there, that's when the real damage comes into place. And that is what gets coded and billed, is the result of the bad stuff getting into your bloodstream and wreaking havoc on your insides.
All right, so guys, if I'm gonna speak again in the Brian terms, if you're gonna go for a walk tomorrow, you don't need to carb load. You don't need to think of yourself as an ultra athlete to think, when I was younger and I would do these events and I have completed a full marathon and I have ran half marathons and done the Tough Mudder and off course races. And on those nights before, yes, I needed to prep and I needed to load up on certain carbs and certain things to fuel my body. But if it's a Friday night and the World Series is on and I go eat spicy hot wings and drink 6 beers, uh, I'm not going to be prepared for the next day in order to be able to fulfill that. Well, here's the problem. It's that we continue to do those habits and we think that, hey, well, it's okay because I'm a guy and I'm going to go do these things. And we don't really get the fulfillment that we need to out of those things, but it's a temporary satisfaction. So, Courtney, as they dive into this and they understand really what's happening to their body, because you explained this to me earlier today, it's almost like um, if you were going to build, if guys, if you had a farm and you wanted to build a pond and you wanted to stock that pond and you wanted to bring your kids there and then eventually your grandkids and be able to fish out of that pond, but there were little holes in the pond or it was able to transfer into another water, take it that direction and explain it to people because I really don't understand it like you do. Like I saw it as, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to go eat this. I want to go fulfill this excitement. I want to go eat these wings and experience this. But what's that doing inside of our body?
So your lower intestine is not well, a healthy lower intestine is not smooth. It has kind of like finger hair like follicles throughout the lower intestine. And if you can imagine if you, like fingers, like knuckles, like each section of those, finger structures do something to help your body. So the very tip of them, do you know what it does? You remember this? It helps you digest lactose and dairy products. So if you're lactose intolerant, you have this issue. You're going to have leaky gut. Okay, it's the same thing. All right. So also they become so damaged and swollen. So when you swollen, they get bigger. So they kind of open up. Well, in between, so down in here, this is where a healthy gut, it allows vitamins, nutrients to pass through. It passes through these different layers to get into your bloodstream. Now it's supposed to just let good stuff come through. But when you have damaged it, it becomes blunted and then gets swollen, and the crevices are so large now, everything can fit through. So the toxins that are in, alcohol, for example, all of it goes into your bloodstream, like everything, the processed foods, the preservatives, and things like that. All of it goes into your body when you have this condition.